Hello and welcome. My name's Kathy A, and today I thought I would go over some of the skincare items and tools and things that I found in the Dollar Tree. Some good, some not so good. And I actually did my hair using some products from the Dollar Tree just to see how they worked. And we had a massive failure, which I'm sure you will find mildly entertaining. Anyway, I want to start off by telling you my name's Kathy A. I'm 66. Oh God, I'm going to be 66 years old this month. I love makeup. I've been putting it on since I was 13, so you do the math. And I have tried so many things. I've never lost my love of makeup and of beauty in general. I work part-time in an office that's located in a cemetery. It's a very formal and very conservative office. So, of course, I fit right in there, right? Yeah, So, some of these items I totally recommend, and I think, but first what I want to do is show you a video touring through, and I'll do a little voiceover on some of the items that I didn't purchase because I just don't want to purchase things to tell you that they're crummy, you know. So let's have a little walk through a Dollar Tree, and let me give you a little voiceover, and I'll be right back with you to show you some of the stuff I bought and how it fared. So we're taking a trip through 3 different Dollar Tree stores. And this is the maze of hair products first. You can just see there's just such a variety, and it's good to just go up and down each row just to have a look and see what they have. Of course, I had to grab that mirror brush thingy and having a look through. Well, this is a little bit dizzying. I apologize. And there's some pretty barrettes. And all those bobby pins, I really like that. They've got gray ones, blonde ones. Here's the sea of blah shampoos and, sea salt spritz, texture spritz, hair mask. We've got the tea tree oil, vitamin E oil, coconut oil, and they do have their own versions of infamous styles, but that's the actual one. Softy is a brand for ethnic hair. And oh my gosh, I'm 15 again. That's the sun-in stuff. You spray it on your hair and you become blonde. I brought that to camp one year in the 70s. I went to camp as a brunette and I came home as a blonde. Gonna give this a try, this Salon Selectives volumizing hairspray. Oh, why not? And this is the same thing as the Gorilla Snot Gel. Those who know, know. Yep. They do imitate packaging a lot so you can identify your products. And the hair color is very strong. It did work for me. There's only like 3 colors there, but it was very harsh. It can damage your hair. Now, this dandruff shampoo is an example of what to look for. On the top, you'll see the active ingredient. And it's supposed to match Head & Shoulders, but the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders is 1%. This only has 0.3% of the active ingredient. So it's only a third as strong with the most important ingredient. So I think that's where a lot of these miss. And we're looking at these awful soaps. These are 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner soaps. You actually suds them up in your hand and rub them through your hair, and they don't really clean and makes your hair feel kind of limp and coated. So here's some more. Yardley soap. I remember the girls coming out of the British phone booths in the 60s when Yardley used to sell the makeup. And they do have Pear soap as well, going up to the body washes and things. And again, they do imitate the packaging for a lot of these shampoos because they're kind of sort of like it, but not really. And again, you really have, it's hit or miss here. I've never really truly loved anything from the Dollar Tree in this area because I think they're very watered down. So 2-in-1 body wash, Silkians, oil of V. Oil of V, I guess it's supposed to be like oil of Olay. Maybe V dated the owner of the company. I don't know. And we've got some VO5 seems to be a big name. And a lot of companies locally do have contracts with the Dollar Tree. They do alter their products, or they alter the amount of product for these kinds of stores. There's the Love Gel, which I totally missed. And that is supposed to be the Victoria's Secret thing. And when I went back to get it after I saw it in the video when I was editing, it was gone. But they have a lot of copycats. Oh, Irish Spring. Good timing. 2 bars of Irish Spring. Very distinctive smell to that soap. And let's see, we've got our cotton balls. Good basics. And we've got different colors of Q-tips. There's some foot powder spray. And, oh, well, I'm getting dizzy here. And we've got some Epsom salts down there. Going up to the vitamins. They've got vitamins and supplements here. B12s, D3s, mouthwashes, and here's Scotty's. Regular tissues, the generic ones, and puffs. And I'm showing you the difference in the amount of tissues in each box. The puffs have 96, Dollar Trees a little bit more. Scotty's are somewhere in the middle. And they've got the paper towels too, which the big mopper, I'm always thinking big bopper. And the toilet paper, I think, is a very good deal. They do have some with lines in it even. This looks kind of fancy. And again, they are trying to imitate the packaging of what they are trying to dupe. And I know Botanics is a big line, and there's a few others. You may recognize it. Now, they've got a really good ethnic hair section. So if you have curly hair and afro, that type of thing, they have a lot of products geared towards that type of hair. Now, these little pocket tissues, they've got some great ones. Here's some regular vitamins now. $1.25. Women's Daily with Iron. I just don't know. I don't look at the ginseng there. There's the hand sanitizers and wipes. I don't know what to trust here. They're still resetting the shelves, so everything looks a little helter-skelter here. There's a wall of Chap Ice. Remember Susie Chapstick? She was a skier, so I guess maybe they think it's like ice. And they've got the real thing, too. They've got chapsticks, the real thing. Here's the Band-Aids. Oh, look at these. They have Smooth and Lift and the Glowing. These are vitamin C. The pinkish ones are vitamin C, and the bluish ones are collagen. And we're looking at these watermelon cleanser, which it's a very strong scent. You have to really love watermelon for that. Those are body butters. They've got an assortment there. Oh, look. Cetaphil. And now cooling mist. That's for if you having a hot flash. That's kind of an interesting product. And we've got the ponds in the little tins. And down there on the bottom, that look, oh, that's like the Olay body lotions. Yeah, see, those are like $10 each. So you've got a good savings if they come close. And that's like the Advanced Clinicals Coconut. The best way to test these things out is to really look at the ingredient deck. And the Skin Neutrals, oh, yeah. And I tried this hand and nail thing. It's very, very goopy. And the foot one, my foot broke through it. It was a very thin booty that the goop is in. And there's they call it a water brush, but that's like the wet brush. Really, really nice. Got some Velcro rollers there. And there's those puffs we used to use for color switch for our makeup brushes. We would wipe them over that, and it would take the excess shadow off. Oh, those are tempting, those foam rollers. And I have blinded myself out of the highest range here of the eyeglasses. I think they go to $325, and I am at $350 right now, so I can't get my glasses there anymore. They got a nice nail section. They've got some good products here and there. Body shaver. And they've got the nail clippers and brushes, cups, holders for your nail polish while you're painting your nails. Okay. And there's one of those rollers you put in the freezer. They have those in a couple of different colors. And then there's the volcanic stone. If you're supposed to roll that over your oily face, and there's a gua sha device to help with drainage on your face. And there's a roller, jade roller. This is a nice handy spatula. And those are the color switch, which is like the ones they have in Sephora. Here's a lip product. It's a lip oil, a lip scrub, and an applicator for it. Oh, I found a pink one, so I'm going to swap it out for my turquoise one that is hanging funny. Yeah, it looks like somebody mangled that other one. And down there in the bottom is just assorted stuff. There's always a bunch of stuff in the catch bins. Those are face masks. If any of you have tried those face masks and like them, please let me know, because I did not try the face mask. I tried so many of the other products, but if there's a face mask that you would recommend from there, please let me know, because I would love to try it at that price point. It's pretty good. And this one looked especially enticing. This is the rose petal one. It looks like it's shaped like rose petals. Stick that on your face for a half hour. There's the hydrating hand gel. That's supposed to dupe the Neutrogena one. I'm going to get that. Yeah. All right. There's my finger in the left corner. I'm sorry. Here's all the razors. Now that razor, that has the 3 blades, and it's got some, you can add new refills to it. Here's some more cooling stuff. Now you've got the cooling gel that you can rub on your body and your head and your neck and whatever else is overheating from your hot flash. And they've got the mister right next to it, which I think is cool. I think that's really neat. It's over there with all the pregnancy tests and the, the girly deodorants and douches and stuff. I think that's a neat idea. I don't really have hot flashes anymore. I'm kind of past that point, so. Lots of flossers. Those are the charcoal ones. Here's the double ones. Boy, they can get the muck out of your teeth, huh? And there's a electronic nail kit. I did wind up buying that, and I will talk about it a little later. Here's some more of those shampoos, the sea of shampoos. Now, I've gone through 3 different stores here, and that's why you're going to see some of the same products. But you'll see that there's a few new things. In each store, you'll find something different. Look at this, the Barbie Detangler. I kind of like that. And that's the black African soap. There's the hair mask. I wound up getting the hair serum in that line. Oh, I love these combs, the wide tooth combs. They're really good. Now, these are full body washcloths. They're already pre-moistened. And you basically take a washcloth out of there. It's about 1 foot by 1 foot, or 1 foot by 3/4 of a foot. And they are pre-soaked. You rub them all over your body and they clean you, and you don't need to rinse. There's those darn rollers again. I used to wear those all the time. Oh, look at this hair dye comb. Interesting device. And I did get this, and I did demonstrate this in my later video. Very entertaining. Yep. Okay. And they've got lots of these hair elastics. Look at this fluffy thing. What kind of fur do you think that is? Is it dog, or some poor creature gave up its life for that? Okay, here we go. Travel stuff, razors, skin stuff. Again, this is a new department. And I'm just having a look down. And a vibrating facial massager. And down on the very bottom row, you can see they have the body cream, which has the Victoria's Secret in it. I'm kicking myself because I missed out on that. Okay. Yep, there's some more. Oh, no, just no. And this thing always has given me the creeps, but I actually did try it, and I will talk about it a little later. And here's some of the combs and brushes, and there's lots of Oh, I love these things. You put them on your wrist. You put one on each wrist, and when you're washing your face and rinsing it, the water runs down your hands and it gets caught by those things rather than running down your elbows. It's such a nice thing. I got that from Babs. Those are different hanging ones. What a hot mess this area is. You know, some of the Dollar Trees you go into are like that. It's kind of almost like a treasure hunt. You really have to almost be like a thrift shop, yard sale person to enjoy the thrift store. Now, these things, oh my goodness, those things. Yeah, I did everything except look at those white balls with weeds on top of them. And yeah, those look good. And I start looking behind everything. It's really good because people will pick something up and then change their mind and they'll put it behind other things. And when they run out, sometimes if you find it, you can find it further up out of its little area. Look at that Pond's Pure Detox Facial Foam. That looks interesting. And then the Lift and Firm Eye Cream, I did get that. There's those things again. There's that cooling gel again. I'm fascinated by that. I almost wish I had a hot flash so I could test it out. No, I don't really. And there I am looking at it. It's actually a bath bomb, and I started to reach for it and I changed my mind. Now this is the maternity stuff. It's nip cream and belly cream. And there's the Barbasol shave cream. Lots of guys like that stuff. And oh, I keep it smooth. Yeah, there are a lot of do-rags and oh gosh, I don't know if that's politically correct to say, but there's a lot of ethnic hair nets and ties. That's the Epsom salt. I think that's a great deal. There's just enough in there. You don't have too much. They have it in the chamomile or the lavender. You just take a nice bath. And now this is one of those sheets, those adult underpads. You put it underneath somebody who's sleeping who is incontinent or maybe a child so that they don't screw up your mattress. And here's those 5-minute whitening trays. You put the goop in the tray and stick them in your mouth. And there's some more of those deluxe flossers. I think these the flossers here are really well worth it. It's good to try different ones too. They have a lot of dental tools too. Some of them are kind of scary looking. And there's the toothpaste. And again, you know, Crest, Colgate, they will do smaller size tubes for the Dollar Tree. So even though it looks like a great deal, you get less amount. There's those glowing products again. The serums and stuff. Now here is the Cetaphil Dupe Moisturizing Lotion, and then right next to it the Gentle Skin Cleanser, also the Cetaphil. And they even make the packaging look a little like it, so you think you're living high in the cloud. There's a nice little scalp massager. Those are great. And they have several different colors. Look like they have the pink, purple, and blue in that bin. Yep. One last look. And they got the SPF stuff, the sunscreens at the bottom. Isn't this a great idea? A pacifier and toy wipe. I think that's wonderful. You know, like if a kid drops a pacifier on the floor, you can wipe it off before you stick it back in his mouth. Baby shampoo. Oh, here's the fans. Yep, they're over with all the bath stuff. So in case you're looking for them, there's so many different pretty designs. Look at that. So nice. There's a little head massager. And there's also a lot of men's products that dupe the Dove products. They're similar looking. Wasn't that fun? I did buy the cotton rounds. I think they're a really good deal. The same amount of rounds actually runs more like $3 to $4 at the CVS. So it's a pretty good deal at $125. And they do the job. I use it for nail polish removing and wiping off eye makeup with a makeup remover type of thing. So these work pretty well, these cotton rounds. Next item are these are the cotton balls. Now they're smaller size, But what I do with the cotton ball, even though it's a smaller size, it's very good for soaking. I pull them apart just a teeny bit, and this works perfectly. It really does. These are fine. I think that the price costs, if you compare it with the drugstore, this is a pretty good deal at $125. I love their little Kleenex packets, and you know, they're not the best quality Kleenex, but like if you need a Kleenex real quick to wipe your eyes or blow your nose or something, you don't care about the bouginess of it, really. And these come like 8 to a package. This is the green set, which I thought was really lovely. There's 8 in this set, and they had dinosaurs. They do have official Kleenex tissues as well, but there's only, I think, 4 packets in those. And why not? If you can get twice the amount, these are so handy, and I go through one of these every week because of work and coming home from work, and anytime I go outside, like today it's snowing, when I go out to scrape off my car, my eyes and my nose are going to run. So these are very convenient. As well as their regular size Kleenex. The Q-tips, again, not the highest quality, but you just need them for a little. I use them for, you know, scraping out eye makeup or eye yuck, or, you know, just minor little things. And I think that these are quite sufficient, and that this is a really good deal, because Q-tips, I was really surprised at how expensive like the real Q-tips brands are. These are kind of neat. These are the Yardley washcloths, and these are alcohol-free. These are like body bath sheets. They're pre-moistened already, and basically you can wash yourself all off with one of these puppies, and you don't have to rinse either. This is very good if you're a caregiver to somebody, or even a babysitter to little kids that are really messy. You can clean them all up real nice. This is full-size bath sheets, so it's a little bit different than the little baby wipe things. These are huge. These are 1 foot by 3/4. No, 1 foot. Yeah, 1 foot by 3/4. Oh, my math. My math. Yeah, yeah. And there's 18 in here. This is Yardley. Yeah, they just smell like cleaning stuff. They don't smell, you know, any particular scent. It's not lavender or anything like that. This thing, you know, this is a roller. A lot of people talk about this roller. You know, you stick it in the refrigerator or the freezer, and then when you take it out of the freezer, you roll it across. You know, it takes care of, like, because of the coldness, it makes everything go down, your puffiness go down. It helps, you know, really with helping with cooling you off. It's good for a headache. I find that this thing under my eyes doesn't roll. It's very tough to get it to roll. It rolls fine on my forehead, but right under my eyes it drags. Yeah, verdict's still out on that one. But it is much less than the rollers in the drugstore or, you know, like in Ulta or Sephora. This is kind of cute. They're calling this the makeup remover towel. It's actually a mitt, and the idea is you put your thumb through the ring and the rest of your hand is here, and you can make, you know, take it off that way. They also do sell makeup remover towels, not this quality, but it's the same sort of thing. I think these are a little bit thicker, you know, side by side, but I like the idea of the small mitt. I really think that's a cute idea, and it's a makeup remover towel. It didn't work so well. This is the makeup brush cleaner, and you spray it onto your brush, and then you wipe your brush off onto a paper towel. Now, it did get some of the excess off. It took a little longer to dry than other spray cleaners that I've used. It smells very nice. It's like a lavender. This is the lavender one, I think. It says quick drying. Yeah, it's not dry yet. So I think you could set that down for, you know, a couple of minutes, and then when you pick it up it should be okay. But I didn't think this was as effective as, say, you know, the Cinema Secrets one or other brush cleaners that I've tried, but I mean, it was a nice attempt by them to do something functionally good. I think about every 3 months or so I go and get a new puff, and they've got all kinds of different puff colors. They've got them with unicorn wings on them. I don't know how people use those, but I think they work really well. And I think the secret to a puff, and using a puff, you're not using a face cloth. Some of us just are puff people, and believe it or not, face cloths are actually better for you. But this does get soap stuck in the middle, and it does grow bacteria. So after every 3 to 6 months, you need to replace them. They also get mangled too. They get mangy. So, but I like the puffs. I think the puffs are a great idea, and they have different sizes of them. Now I showed you these in the video. If you put these on your wrists and you're rinsing your face, or you're rinsing dishes, or you're washing hair color out of your hair, these stop the dripping from going down and getting into your clothes or on your elbows. I think it's a great thing. It's too big for a squishy for me. It's way too big for that, but and other people have done that. Yeah, Barbara, hope she's feeling well. Barbara showed me that one. They have these, we used to call them twinkles. My mother used to always say to me, honey, do you have to go tinkle? We're headed out for the car. It was like, because we'd go on a trip or something, and like, 3 miles in, I'd go, mommy, Anyway, these tinkle style from Sassy and Chic, these are those razor things, those brow razors. Now these are very rough. They're not real razor like. It's not the same thing like using this 5-blade one, of which they've got 3 in the pack for $125, which is a really good deal. These puppies are expensive. Might as well do both of these at once. These razors really get down to the hair. I mean, they pick up everything, and these are basically used under arms, on legs, bikini line area and stuff. These are for brow shaping and under the nose, maybe just in this area. And they're a little bit rougher. They're not the same quality or smoothness of these. I don't know why it's important to do with this rather than with this, but that's what the beauty people say. But these are nice. I mean, you can, let's see. Yep. So you can control it. It's not too sharp. You won't cut yourself. And I think it works really well, especially like under the nose, When you stop making that estrogen, girls, you start growing a mustache, okay? Life. It's just life, okay? All right, I don't believe I just did that in front of people. Oh my God. But these are great. I like these. I always have some hanging around in my beauty box. I have my fan, which are indeed another tool. The fans work so nicely. Fans are so awesome, and they have so many different designs. They're really good. So these I do recommend. 3 for $1.25 is pretty good, I think. It's a good price. And they're all about the same. I haven't really found any of them that are wonderfully different. Now these, one of the secrets to having a nice smooth shave is to have more blades in your razors. And this has 5 blades. I've seen 3 blades and 2 blades, and then you have your single blade. But the cheapy ones that have just 2 blades or whatever, these feel so much nicer when they're going on, and they get so much more done. So I would recommend these. There is only 3 in the package, but if you compare them to, like if you go to Target or to CVS, and you see how much 3 are, they're probably $5.49, $6.49 for a 5-blader. They're very expensive, like a lot of other things. They have these gel cushions, and these are kind of a universal size because they don't go to the edge of your shoe. They just go in the main part, 3/4 of your foot. So it doesn't matter if you're size 7 or a big old foot person like me, size 9.5. And I'll open this here so you can see it. And they're very adhesive, so you can stick them onto your shoes. They're so inexpensive, you can put them on the inside of all of your shoes. And they're thin enough that they don't push your feet up against the top of your shoe, and you still got that extra cushioning that is so nice, especially with these big cement floor box stores that we go in. So I think these gel foot pads are really nice. These adhere quite strongly to the inside of the bottom of your shoe. But again, you don't need them. They don't go to the very edges of your shoes, so you will have the room that you need, and it's one size kind of a thing. This is the ladies' one. These wax strips. Just know, okay? Just know. There's 4 of them in here, and then there's some after event wipes to kind of cool things down. But they say there's 4 strips, but they're so thin. Oh my God, they're so thin. Now wax strips, as you know, are very commonly known. See? There's only 2 here, but they think that you're going to cut them in half, and that makes 4. So that's like a half there. I tell you, ladies, this doesn't cover a lot of ground. Okay, if you're using it in the bikini area, you got to choose a leg, just part of your leg. Yeah, they want you to warm them up between your hands, and then stick them down, and then yank it up. And that was I'm not going to show you that. I would say the safest area to use these, because you're cutting them in half really, is the underarm area. You can use them on that. But yeah, in that upper leg area, you know what I mean? Bikini area, don't even go there. Okay, literally, don't even go there with these. And like, they were a little bit gooey, like they didn't really pull up enough. They reminded me of those bug traps that have the glue in them. You know, it's like a little box, and then there's the glue on the bottom, and you open the ends and the bugs crawl in, and then they're stuck on the glue. That's what it reminded me of. Yeah, so no, on the wax strips is not enough, and I didn't think they were all that effective. Yeah. These are kind of neat. I have 2 of them. One for my desk and one for my car. Now what it is a mirror and a brush. So you open it up and you push through and you've got a brush. It is so convenient if you just need something small in your purse to carry with you. And then you just push it down, and you've got a mirror on this side, and just close it up. And the blue one, same thing. I got this one a couple of years ago, and they had different designs. The mirror is a 3x mirror. Here's your brush. You push it up, and you can use it to brush your hair. I think it's just genius. I really do. It's such a convenient thing to have. And what are they calling it? The folding brush with mirror. And they had a pink one, they had a seafoam green one, and they had a blue one where I saw them. They didn't have this kind with the design on it, but I mean, this isn't exactly classy design. This is great though, I like that. Okay, this is one of those items that whenever I saw it, it was cringe for me, cringe. It is a foot file ball. And what it is, you take it apart, and it's got some files for afterwards in it, but you attach this to the round side, and you scrape against your foot, the bottom of your foot. Now I was thinking like it's a nutmeg scraper or a cheese grater, it's gonna hurt, who the heck would do this? And it's so gentle. It's so gentle. It was so surprising how gentle this was. And then after and when you wipe it along your feet, you're going to feel it's very, very gentle. That was the one thing that surprised me about this foot file thing is so gentle. After you finish the filing, you're supposed to open it up and dump out the yuck. And I rinse it out, and then I let the things dry. But then, these are files, and they're two different grits. Just like you're doing a wood project, right? You use the heaviest one first, and then there's a finer grit. And you just file over where you just scraped with that thing. And I'm telling you, this was a nice product. I was so surprised at how nice this was. And it goes like this. So it fits together nicely. I think this was a terrific product. I don't know why I was avoiding it for so long, because it just gave me a cringe feeling when I saw it. But it works really well, and it does what it's supposed to do. I have kind of rough feet, especially in winter. So after I do that filing, then I put some foot moisturizer on, and that works really nicely. So I do recommend this one. This is neat. In the shower, they have these round, they have round ones. I got this back when they had this shape, but they have round ones. Basically, when you put the shampoo in your hair, you zhuzh through here, and it kind of scalp massages, and it helps some of the stuff from the shampoo get in, especially if you're using a dandruff shampoo or some type of therapy shampoo, hair growth shampoo, something like that. And you zhuzh it through, and it's very comfortable. And then you rinse it off and you let it dry, and you rinse your hair, and then you put your moisturizer, whatever it is you do. I thought it was a really nice product. These things are really neat. And they have them over with the hair products. They usually have them on one of those sticks that have them all on a long line, like a snake of them kind of thing. And they had different colors. But those are really nice products. I use these all the time. These are the glowing vitamin C cleansing cloths. And this is their take on the Botanics, I believe, that goes with their glowing line that I'll talk about shortly. But these are really nice. They take off the makeup very, very well, which, is nice. They're different than baby wipes. And they just do a really good job. And I think that these are better than the average baby wipe kind of things. And if you're taking your makeup off, you really want something more skincare oriented rather than just disinfectant stuff. So I think this is good. They're the glowing vitamin C cleansing cloths. Total hit in this house. This is the Hydrating hand gel cream, and this is their dupe for the Neutrogena Hydro Boost hand gel cream. So this is their version, and I think they came pretty close. This is a wonderful hand cream. Absolutely beautiful stuff. You can feel instantly the moisture. I like to put it along the edge of my fingers. I get finger splits on the edge because I work with papers and filing and state filing and funeral filing and gravestone filing and all kinds of stuff during the day. I'm moving files, and then a lot of those file hangers have those metal things on the end, and when I'm putting it down it scrapes me, so I wind up with a lot of damage on my hands. And boy, this hand cream is so emollient. It's one of the most emollient hand creams I've ever used. So this was a big hit at the Dollar Tree for skincare. Okay. Vitamins. Alright, now this is the Mushroom Complex vitamin, which, this is the newest thing now, that a lot of the mushroom extracts are really good for you, shiitake and all these other things are supposed to be really good for you. And then this is the biotin, the hair, skin, and nails. And I looked up online to see if anybody had a medical opinion, like a real doctor, scientist kind of person, had an opinion about these kinds of things at the Dollar Tree. And, there's only, there's 12, I think, in here, and 14 in here. So that's, it's about 10 cents each for these vitamin type of things. I don't know if these really do what they say they're going to do, or if they have in them what they say they have in them, because there's no federal regulations. Nobody's inspecting the gummies at the Dollar Tree. I suspect that I'm just having another piece of candy with my vitamin regimen in the morning, but I will take them and see how it goes. I thought, well, what's the worst scenario here? Is that something bad is in here, you know, and they're going to recall it for listeria or something. But aside from that, I think they've got a really nice assortment of gummies, and it's a nice way to test something out. It usually takes about 6 weeks for you to notice benefits. I noticed when I stopped taking biotin that my hair doesn't grow as much and my nails get all like liney. So I think that I'm gonna try them and see. I don't know. It's just there's only 12 in there. It's not like it's gonna, you know, change my life or anything. But they recommended, people recommended on there, but they're private people. They're going, I would never buy my vitamins at Dollar Tree. It's like, okay. These nitrile gloves. There's 8 in these. If you look closely, some of them will say 8 and some will say 6. I think the newer ones only have 6 in them, so get them while there's 8. These are great gloves. I used them in my demo that's coming up when I color my hair. And these work so well, and they're kind of a medium large size, so you know you can feel confident in using them. These work so well at household tasks, if you're handling stuff you don't want to touch, if you're mixing hair color, or scraping it off your chair when it spills, when it falls in your lap because you're filming, coloring your hair. These are nitrile gloves. These are excellent. These are the blue ones, and they're universal. What I do with gloves is I blow in them, and that way it opens up all the fingers so I can get the fingers easily. Just like, what was his name? The gloves, yep. Cheryl in California recommended these, and the diabetic foot cream, and I'm actually using this to see if that helps with the dryness in winter, but it seems to be working. I think it's going to be kind of it says kissable is the name. I don't think so. Kissable diabetics foot cream. I just noticed that. Yeah. It works very, very nicely. It's very emollient too. Just like the skin cream, it smells a little different than the hand cream. This works nicely on my feet to smooth them when I'm at work. And speaking at work, my desk is not far away from the public restroom in our office. And this is the put a lid on it potty spray. You spray first into the toilet 3 times. It's a very subtle scent. They have a hibiscus scent and they have a sea salt scent. They're very subtle. And I kind of like that compared to the potpourri, remember, you know, potpourri, those things. Those are expensive. They're like $10. These are $1.25. They work just as well. The scent is more subtle, but they do what they have to do. And I have one of these in each of our bathrooms. The men don't always use theirs, but, and actually that's the bathroom that needs it the most, I think. But this is good, and it's only $1.25, so it's worth trying. I don't know which scent is better. It really is personal taste. You know, some people like lavender and I don't, so, you know, you can't really push a scent onto somebody. I do like the hibiscus one. It's so very pleasant. I have that in the ladies' room, and I have the sea salt in the men's room. This is the micellar water, and I think this works really well. I use this with those little round cotton pads to take off makeup and stuff. It does a good job. Micellar water is micellar water. I don't think there's any level of quality to it. I don't know, but it works just as well as my Garnier. I have the Garnier, and it works just as well. I did it side by side, and they both took off the same, did the same. So there's no difference between them. Why am I spending? Yeah. This was nice, and there's several of these products now. This is the Vaseline Cocoa Glow, and I was fooled by this cover because it's a milk chocolate brown. I'm always thinking chocolate, right? I thought at cocoa they were thinking like hot chocolate, you know, with 0 calorie with cream on it. No, this is a cocoa butter skin cream stuff. It's just the cream. And it's ooky, like whipped cream. It's like whipped cream. Very, very pleasant. This is a body lotion for after the shower. Very, very pleasant. I don't know what to do with all these creams. I'm as greasy as I can get, I think, at this point. Very, very pleasant. Nice aroma to it. Yeah, it's very pleasant. And these petroleum products, petrolatum and petroleum products, mineral oil products, they're very, very moisture. They hold in the moisture in winter time, especially, and I think that's why they're so popular this time of year. But this is a nice little travel item. I mean, I don't travel. I always hear like YouTubers going, well, when I travel, I do. I'm like, when are you traveling? How many times a year do you travel? You know, it's like I travel once a year. You know. Anyway, Cocoa Glow, really, really nice from Vaseline. They had several different variants of this, depending on your taste. There were certain ones with scent on them, and I like this. These were nice and they're convenient. I like this rather than a big bottle, you know, a big bottle of something, or this. This fits in a suitcase easier. They do have hand sanitizers. I have them in the car. They're just ooky. I didn't actually like their version of hand sanitizer, so I wouldn't recommend it actually, and I know it's an odd thing not to recommend, but it just doesn't feel good. Getting into nails, they have these nail files, and I'm actually pretty impressed with these. I have one at work, I have one in the car, I have one at home. I mean, you can file your nails, but you can also push down your cuticle. You can open letters at work, and it's very nice. I mean, they're flimsy. They're not the most solid things, but I think for the price, and you get 4 of them, I think they work really nicely, these nail files, and that's a Sassy and Chic item. Limo Anglaise. Yeah, Chic and Sassy. Yeah, they work nice. Also for nails, this is the super dry, which I put on over nail polish that's already dry, just because it makes a top coat, and this works really nicely. And unlike a lot of their nail polishes, and I noticed they went to this color vibe, and CV, not CF, CV. Color Vibe. That's the CV is on all of the nail polishes I'm seeing in the Dollar Tree now. It looks like they're taking out their older brands. One's hanging up, you know, nobody's tampered with them. But you also have to check that they haven't separated that they're old. And all of these feel fairly new. And the super dry one is 60-second super top coat, which I think is a great idea. The luxury nail polish remover, this is the 100% acetone, and my friend told me you can just buy acetone in the like tool store in a big gallon jug, and then you can just pour out the acetone into these bottles, but I don't know, I feel weird about that. Anyway, this is the luxury acetone, 100%. This works really well at removing nail polish just as well as any other product in any of the drugstores or Target or Ulta. So those are fine. I thought these were really nice, and these are from Be Pure, and Be Pure is one of the better brands in the skincare and makeup area of Dollar Tree. I think Be Pure is kind of their higher end line, and I think Remy Rose was another one, but I haven't seen Remy Rose recently. This is the Citrus Nail Conditioning Set. So you have one bottle, and I did use this. This is the orange scent, and it smells, this is the, there's a cuticle conditioner, and then there's a strengthener. And the cuticle conditioner smells like a, you know those orange covered vanilla ice creams, you know, creamsicles we used to call them? It's what it smells like. It's so nice. It's so pleasant. So what I do is I just paint this. This is the cuticle. So I just paint this around my nail, upper and all on the sides. And then I just kind of rub it in. And it smells so good. You know, nail products normally have a strong kind of car scent to them. You know, it's like a car wax, car varnish scent. But these are beautiful. And the nail strengthener is like a coating of nail top coat almost. It's a nail strengthener. It absorbs into your nail and your nail looks healthier. And I just thought this was an excellent product. Both of these items are good. But I love the smell of the of this. Absolutely wonderful. I think these are new because they were and they're packaged, so hopefully nobody's, you know, tampering with them. This thing, oh God. This is the nail filer polisher thing. It's got like 3 bits to it, and I couldn't get the cover off because you have to put your own AA battery in, and it's got a tiny little screw in the end, and I couldn't find it. I used a steak knife and everything, and finally, you know, I'm using the steak knife, trying to, and finally I just said the hell with it, and I broke the thing, broke it apart. So I put that in, yeah. It doesn't really do anything. It's not strong enough to file your nail. It makes an awful sound. And it's, they're saying that you can use it to polish your nails. And if you do have like ripples on your nails and stuff, you're supposedly able to use this and polish the top of your nail like that. But it just doesn't feel effective at all. I think this was a total waste of money. And I might actually return it. And you know, they do say that you don't get returns at Dollar Tree, but you can exchange something, especially if it doesn't work, like this thing doesn't work, and something else that I'm using later on does not work either. But this is the nail tool that's supposed to be a file and a polisher. Don't waste your money. Oh my God, that was a nightmare. They do sell like different types of nail clippers, and they have a large one, they have like a toenail clipper, they have the smaller ones. I don't find that they're sharp enough. They don't really, they cut part of the way in, and then you've got to like figure out what to do because it doesn't go all the way, it's not sharp enough. So I think this was a waste of money. Let's go into teeth. They have these are wonderful for traveling, or if you're going on, even if you're like gonna go to lunch somewhere or to dinner after work. These are those little miniature toothbrushes that comes 2 in a package, and you can just, you know, use them with a little bit of water, and you know, they're really good. Really good. I like them both. This is Crest with scope in it. It says no water needed, but I think it makes it a more pleasant experience if you do use a little water. Like take a drink of water, do this, and then take a drink of water and spit it out, and I think you'll be happier. This is nice. Crest with scope, and these are 2 portable toothbrushes. They stopped selling these. These are the tooth whitener pens, and what it is you put it over your teeth like this, and then you wait like 5 minutes, and it whitens your teeth. They actually stopped selling these, and I believe it's because it was a little dangerous and people were ruining their teeth, because it eats into your enamel over time and you get flimsy teeth. There's an episode of some detective show that I was watching where he said, look at this, and he had taken a tooth right off of the guy. It was hanging, and he said this is from people who are addicted to teeth whiteners. And I took that to heart. I mean, I was like, wow, that's really something. They do have the tray, and you pour the stuff in the tray and you leave it in your mouth for 5 minutes, and then you rinse everything out. You know, they banned those things in England and in Europe. They banned them because of the effects on the enamel of your teeth. It's one of those things that, you know, for an event, yeah, I would recommend it, but I see YouTubers who have sparkling white teeth all the time, and I'm thinking, oh boy, you know, I wonder if you're really screwing your teeth up, because, you know, nobody wants to have yellow, brown teeth, and I'm not famous for my teeth, believe me. I'm famous for missing teeth, I think. But it's really hard to not want to whiten your teeth a little bit. But I think a little bit is one thing, but going super duper white all the time and maintaining that all the time might not be the smartest thing to do. Now they do have these cute little like flossers you put in. And they even have charcoal infused flossers, and they have double flossers. So it's double-ended, so it helps clean even better. Really, really nice. And they've got quite an assortment of different types of those, and I think that's really nice. One of the great joys of doing this was this charcoal. This is charcoal powder, and I don't know why I need to show you this, but it's like a black, it's a black powder. And what you do with it is you wet your toothbrush and you dip it in there, tap off the excess, and then you brush your teeth for 2 minutes with that. And this, it's not just charcoal, it's made out of coconut shell. When you brush your teeth with this, it's got a sweetener in it. It's got a stevia in it, so it's kind of sweet. So it's not an unpleasant experience at all. And this helps clean the tar and stuff off of your teeth naturally. And then you can rinse off your toothbrush, use a toothpaste, and then brush your teeth normally. And I think this is wonderful. I'm actually going to get another jar of this because I think this is a wonderful thing. And if you haven't discovered the joys of charcoal, yeah, it's really good. And it's good for you too. Charcoal is actually pretty good for you. They do have white strips at the Dollar Tree. They have a pack of, I believe these are three sets. And it's a top and bottom in each one, and there's a 3-day supply. So you put one strip on the top, one strip on the bottom, and each one of these packets has one of each in it. You get 3 packets in there. And it's a 3-day whiteness thing. Again, you know, they're still selling these, and they have several different flavors of them. So I think this has replaced that paint-on thing. Now, speaking of the mouth, this is the lip. This is a lip scrub and a lip serum, and then the lip tool. And the tool is really neat because what you do is one side of the tool is got nubbies on it, and one has tiny little hair-like silicone hairs on it. So basically, the lip scrub, you take some out and you put it on your, and it's like a sugar scrub. I mean, it's like a sugar scrub. So you rub that on your lips, and then you take the little silicone hair side and you just rub it all in and around, you know, maybe 60 seconds. Then you rinse your mouth with some water, and then you put the lip oil on. And the lip oil is so nice. I mean, it's just beautiful. It feels wonderful. I don't know if I can show this. It's mint. It's a minty kind of flavor. But the oil is so hydrating and beautiful. So then you flip this over with the nubby side and you work the oil in. Then you pat it dry. Isn't that cool? It's a 3-system set, and I think it's wonderful. I think that this is a great, and the 3 of them are usually shown together in the same little display. It's way on the bottom though. I found that it was on the bottom. The little nib on this side, they said you can apply the scrub with that, the little nib on there, but I just put the scrub on with my finger. I think that works just as well. But these 3 items are shown together in one display, and they are made by Be Pure. This was a fail. This is the Cuticle Oil Balm, and it is from Be Pure, but I just don't like the format of it. It squishes down way too easily. You know, it's almost like a gel form, but it's not solid enough to be in this vehicle. You know, like a lipstick form. It's too mushy, and I just found it uncomfortable. So even if it works, I don't know, the vehicle in which you have to get it from it's uncomfortable and icky. I don't know. So that's the Cuticle Oil Balm. It's, you know, if you don't mind that, but it feels kind of sticky and gooey too. I just, all the way around, I didn't like it. They have the classics like Palmer's, and they have several different flavors of Palmer's, I noticed, in the new display, because they're resetting all the stores. They're actually going around putting new shelves in, and they're resetting everything. They're putting their new products in, they're taking out the old stuff, they're cleaning the floor, thank God, and they're, you know, they're just like all the new products, and everything looks clean and shiny and new and safe. So the Palmer's, they have hanging, they had all different types of flavors, so I'm sure you're going to find one, but Palmer's cocoa butter formula, softening, smoothing lip balm. This is a wonderful product. It's a proven product. It's not something that, you know, is a Dollar Tree item. You can find this in the drugstore too for a lot more money. This is the lip oil. This is a night coating lip oil. And I know that they're trying to dupe a lot of the more bougie kind of skincare line. This is very, very nice. Light fruit flavor here. It's a light fruit flavor, but it is a nice thick and emollient. They're calling it a lip mask. Apply a thick layer onto lips right before bed to nourish and soften while you sleep. And then you can apply throughout the day as desired for hydrated, glossy lips. And it's petrolatum, mineral oil, you know, all that stuff, wax, castor oil. Yeah, there's a little bit of fragrance in this. And I think that's the kind of the fruity thing going on. They also have the official chapstick Total Hydration. And this is the Hint of Color one, which is a little bit on the pinky mauvey side. They seem to like that shade at the Dollar Tree, that pinky hot pink color, because I see it a lot. It's like, yeah. So this is nice because it is the chapstick version, and if you see this in the drugstore, it's a little bit more than $1.25. Now they do have the Lip Naturals. These are hemp infused balms. These are very pleasant to put on. This is very old school. They call it the European packaging. which is basically like the old-fashioned chapsticks used to be. And yeah, there is a little bit of a hemp kind of smell with a little bit of fruit punch kind of thing going on. So you have to twist it up this way and twist it down. It clicks together. And that is the hemp infused Lip Naturals lip balm. I don't know if it's Botanics or one of them, but they've got these, and they've got these pink ones. They've got the pink ones, the green ones, and I think they're trying to dupe Botanics or one of them. I know Glow Recipe was duped earlier this year. They had the watermelon drops, and people were saying it was an exact dupe. I'm not sure about that, but I didn't get to them in time. Even in little towns out of the way where nobody wears makeup, people were getting those. So from here I have the, this is the Smooth and Lip Collagen Facial Cleanser, which is really, really nice. And then we have the Collagen Facial Serum, which, you know, and again, collagen does not absorb into your skin because I guess the molecules are too big or something, but it doesn't absorb into your skin. So using the word collagen does not impress me. I do take collagen internally, but not externally. You can't, it doesn't get into your skin. But this is the serum for that. It seems awfully pleasant to use though. And then the cream, which I like a lot. This is the collagen skin cream. Now this one is the, I think this is geared more towards people with oily, normal to oily skin. This is the Glowing Vitamin C Facial Cleanser. This is outstanding, outstanding cleanser. I really feel like it got all my makeup, all my stuff off my face. This works so well. And then they have the facial serum, which I didn't like. It felt dry. I know it's really odd because it's a serum, but it felt kind of dry to me. And then the same thing with the skin cream. It felt a little dry to me. It didn't feel as emollient. So I liked the cleanser better than this cleanser, but this was good too. And I like the serum and the cream on this better than the serum and the cream on this. Go figure. Now this one had an eye cream also, and I didn't like it. It felt dry. It didn't feel like it was really helping me out. And I just thought that. So, if I haven't confused you, if you have oily skin, you'd like the Glowing Vitamin C Serum and Skin Cream. If you have dry skin, I think you'll like the Smooth and Lip Collagen Facial Serum and Skin Serum, Skin Cream. And I think both of these cleansers are excellent. I think this one gets more dirt off than this one. This one's a little more potent, I guess. I didn't like the eye cream at all from the Glowing people. This is the Global Health Care line, which they're the ones that are duping all the major brands, and I think they're trying to dupe the L'Oreal with this. It didn't really do very much, and I didn't think that it was all that. And it's $1.25. I mean, I can't expect miracles from it, but it just didn't seem to. Let's see. See if it tightens anything or lifts anything. I'll put it on right now. Yeah. No, I don't really think it's that effective. It doesn't really feel like it's doing anything. So let's get into the big time stuff. These are, I know, they look just like, yeah. Olay. Olay. The Revitalizing Olay is a popular line. This is the cream cleanser, which is supposed to be like the Olay cream cleanser. and it just feels like a cream that has a couple of little grit and gravel in there, mixed in there. And it's got kind of an old-fashioned, almost like the Coty powder smell to it. I just think of it as Dollar Tree face cream smell. It is okay, but I was disappointed. It wasn't very exfoliating, and I don't think they duped it. I don't think they did. It's a pleasant cleanser. I don't think it's very thorough. Once I used the cleanser, I then used my exfoliator, my Sonia Roselli Sex Appeal exfoliator. It had all kinds of stuff coming off. So either that loosened it up, or it didn't do anything at all, and my Sonia Roselli did what it always does, which is get it all off. So this is supposed to be for people who want to brighten their skin and get all the makeup off and brighten their skin. It says enjoy the experience of washing your face. Yeah, day or night. With this rich and creamy formula infused with anti-aging ingredients such as vitamins E, C, and B5 to help revitalize skin's texture. Directions: apply cleanser onto damp skin and massage into skin with fingertips. Rinse and pat skin dry. Yeah, it's okay as a cleanser, but it is not, I don't think it's as good as the Olay. And there is a little bit of a scent to it. Now, one of these is a night cream. This one. This is the Hydrating Night Cream. I haven't had a chance to use this yet because I was using other things, trying other things. But this Hydrating Moisturizer is not bad. I did use it. It played well with my makeup, which is big. You know, it worked nicely with it. It feels very emollient and thick, kind of like a moussey whipped cream kind of consistency. Yeah, this is very nice. So I think out of the items, I do like this one. I didn't like the cleanser, but I do like this one very much. And I'm still to try this, but I will try the night cream and see how I feel about it. But I think this works really nicely as a face moisturizer, and the fact that my makeup can go on over the top is really big. So that's their dupe of the Olay. And the night cream, again, I'd like to this, but I'm going to show you here side by side the ingredients list for these products so you can see if you feel that they are enough. And I think if you've got the first 5 ingredients spot on, then the rest of the ingredients are kind of the filler ingredients and the cream emollient part. So I think that it's those first 5 ingredients and the active ingredients that are the important ones. As far as body washes go, everything smells the same to me from there, and I just don't feel like I'm using a quality product. I don't feel like it. I don't know. I don't think I would buy body washes from Dollar Tree. They just don't feel right. I think they're very watered down, and I don't think the ingredients are very expensive. And side by side, like this is supposed to be, this is the Arm & Hammer Essentials. So this is like the toilet paper essentials. It's not quite as nice as the real one, but it'll get it done. And I'd rather spend a couple dollars more and get the real one. Well, this one isn't bad. This is the Salon Selectives Volumizing Hairspray. And let me just pull out it's got a wet mister though. You know, the mister's kind of awkward and blotchy. You do get that smell. There's a smell with this. That's okay. This one was terrible. This Spa, I'm not going to even spray it. Spa Professional Hairspray, awful. I didn't like this at all. It didn't hold anything. It was terrible. And the dry shampoo, awful. It was like spraying some flour into my hair. and then I had to kind of work it out somehow. It didn't feel like it cleaned anything. It didn't give me any volume. This to me was a waste of money. So, I mean, I'm not going to replace this anytime soon, even with that one. And I do from the drugstore. I like the Rave. You know, I think that works really well. But I think this is my favorite. So, sorry, fellas. No, the hair stuff didn't work so well. I was confused as to what this particular product is supposed to do. This is the hair serum, and you're supposed to take a pea-sized amount, and then you're supposed to fluff it through your hair, and it coats your hair with protective goodness, right? Just your ends, you know. I got a lot of ends because I have a wolf cut, which you'll see in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's doing anything. It really just is just there. It didn't really smooth anything out. It doesn't make it shinier. So I don't think it's doing anything. So I have other products like this one is my Olaplex No. 7 bonding oil. I know, I see that doing something. I see the shine and everything. So, you know, of course there's a huge difference in price here, but if it's not doing anything at all, then it's not worth $1.25. Have a talk about this. This is called the hair dye comb. And the idea of this is that you fill your hair dye in here, and then you push this down, and it pumps the hair color up through the comb, and you comb through your hair. Let me show you the video, shall I? Here I am, and this is the before. I'm using my blue gloves, and I'm actually using the Wella Charm color, and that's color 9N. It's actually the color itself, and then there's a 10% developer. Now I'm pouring 1 ounce out of that tube into my glass jar, and then I'm pouring the 10% developer solution, 2 ounces on top of it. Look like a mad scientist there. I think this is the best way to color your hair because you can control the strength, and also you know what's in it. There's not a whole bunch of harsh other chemicals or preservatives in it. You mix it fresh. And I'm using that spatula, mixing it all up. And then I'm going to use a funnel into that little wonderful little brush tool that's in the bottle part of that brush. And I have just spilled it all over my lap, and I'm like, oh my God. Cleaning up the spill, it went everywhere. Okay, I'm back now. Okay, so now that I've got it all in there, I'm pumping it, waiting for it to go up into the comb part so that I can add it to my hair. I've got a lot of hope. And I've lost my hope. So now I put it into a bowl, and I'm actually brushing it with that brush. I'm dipping the brush into my bowl of product, and I'm just dipping it. Now, I just wanted to add some highlights. I didn't want to do a full root coloring, and I actually probably should have done a root coloring because I see there's a lot of gray on the inside, but my hair just hasn't grown that much on the top. And that is the brush device that did not work. Thumbs down. Ugh, awful. Okay, so now I've waited the time, which was 25 minutes, and I've rinsed it all out. And I'm using my wet brush to pull it all on top of my head. And remember, I'm 66 years old, so my hair is thinning. I'm pulling it right up to the very top because I'm going to surprise you all. I'm going to do my wolf cut trim. Usually once a month I do a little bit of a trim. I'm just going to take about 1 inch off. So I'm showing you that it's all up, pulled up tight. So I'm going to pull it up really tall, I'm going to comb it up straight. And I'm going to use my fingers as a guide. I'm just going to cut about an inch off the top with real scissors. Those are hair scissors. Those aren't the scissors you use, the utility ones. And I'm checking it again, a little uneven, so I'm just going to make it as even as possible. Now I look like I have a Indian feather sticking up. Very good, Kath. So that's all I did for that, and I'm just showing you the hair that I took off. It really does neaten up the hair, and it adds a few layers in. I'm going to take that out, and now I'm going to spray it with my L'Oreal heat spray, just to protect it from the hair blower heat. And now I've speeded it up a lot so you don't have to watch me blow dry my hair. There we go. Oh, nice and fluffy. Look how pink my scalp got. Oh my God. This is why I use those Topic fibers in the top. Okay, now I'm just going to show you what it looks like. I've just blown it dry. I have not styled it, but I wanted you to see how nice. And it did lighten here and there. It didn't work completely well. I only used a 10% developer, and when you're lightening, it's better to go to 20%. Now I'm using my rollers, my hot electric rollers, zipping those in. This is really just for body, so I'm doing a little helter-skelter there. No real rolling pattern. And just getting so that every piece has a little bit of a heated roller on it. And I'm just going to hold it up. Now that set has 12 rollers, but I don't always use all of them. Okay. How nice, huh? Wow. I'm also using this dual-ended facial mask applicator, but this is really good for scraping product out of a bowl or for mixing product like your hair dye and developer, which I was doing. Yeah, I had suspected, because a lot of things like this and like that nail tool, they just don't work. And pumps are always iffy. Pumps are even iffy on their actual products, like their makeup products or their hairsprays or things like that. You just have to hold your breath that the pump will work. And of course, I got a bum one here. I don't know if any of them work. If you have one of these and you have a product that it worked for you, let me know. But this one didn't. And I actually may take this back. Now, combs and brushes, they have such a good supply, and these are recommended by professionals. This is a really good brush for drying your hair with. This is a wet brush, and then they have the large tooth combs, and they have them so you can hang them in the shower. They're really good for going through wet hair. They're good for distributing moisturizer through your hair or hair color. I love these two items. They are really good, and they even have them shaped now more like the actual wet brush. For $1.25, these are absolute great deals. So I think that's pretty much all of my skincare stuff and tools. I don't know, did you have some skincare items that you liked? Let me know, in the comments. Let others know in the comments, and I think we should read each other's comments, because there's always somebody. Did you have luck with some of these things that I didn't have luck with? And, did you try something? Did you try some of the new stuff or the men's department stuff? I'm curious about it. So, anyway, I hope all of you are having a safe, healthy, and happy winter time. Right now we have snow here in Connecticut, and I have to go scrape out my car now. Anyway, I will be back with the next video, which will be the faves and flops of the end of January, and there'll be some fun things in there. And there's actually some good products from the Dollar Tree that made it to my collection, so we'll have to see that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Next time you go into Dollar Tree, now you're a little more well equipped with the knowledge of what's good and what's not so good. Take care, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Toodles!